Hey y'all. Alright, so before I pull off, because I am literally in a rush right now, but I wanted to go ahead and explain to you guys I guess the beginnings of my first local job. So right now I'm in my car. My lips are so ashy. I just got all of my information. So I got this tablet, and then I have my paperwork and everything. And so now I'm about to go and get my truck that they have assigned to me. And man, look, I am not thinking straight right now. It's like 6:30. No, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, but I got here at 6:30. And so it seems like today is going to be a pretty trying day. I am definitely going to I almost hit well, no, I didn't, but he thought I almost hit him. But I'm about to go ahead and pull off now, and then I will be on my way. Let me turn this off. I will be on my way to my stop. So for you guys that don't know, I am doing local, and I am officially going to be driving every day from Michigan to Chicago. So see you guys in a minute.
Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in because before you see this clip, I wanted to sort of interject and say that I rewatched the clip, and it was after I'd been calm, and I recognized that in this clip I was pretty angry, and so I was like not in the best mood, and pretty much I started whining. And it's so funny, we don't know that we're complaining until after we calm down. And so that was literally how I was in this video. And part of me didn't even want to show it just because it's sort of embarrassing at how whiny I can get when like I'm frustrated, or when around this time I was very hormonal. So, I was just upset about every little thing. And so I was complaining about every little thing. But I figured I would just go ahead and show you guys, because we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And at the end of the day, this is what really happened. This is how I felt. So just keep in mind that, normally on a good day, I would not be like this. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this video. So I guess just stay tuned. All right.
Okay, hi. Let me turn this thing off, because look, okay. In the last video, I said that I was in my car, and then I was on my way to the truck that they gave me that was assigned to me so that I could go ahead and start my trip. I'm in my truck right now, as you can see. I'm in this truck, and it is like, almost 8 o'clock now? It's 7:43. And from the time I got into this truck up until now, I have been finagling with this company because, for one, they didn't know exactly where this truck was, so I had to walk all through this truck parking lot just to find this truck, because I didn't know where this truck was. And it was literally in the last row, so if you can imagine, I walked through all the rows. That's number one. Then number two, I finally get in the truck, and the way they parked it, it would normally be that I would have to pull forward, but they parked some trucks in front of that, so I had to pull backwards, except it was these cement cinder blocks literally right behind me. So I had to literally do, forward, backward, just a couple small inches for like 5 minutes. So they parked me in the most worst spot ever. Then I finally get out, and I recognize that they gave me a truck that had virtually no gas. So I already have to get gas, but the way this company is set up, you have to get gas at this plant. And there's only like 2 pumps, and there are multiple people pumping right now. So I have to wait on that. Mind you, the rule is that everybody's supposed to pump at the end of the day. So that means that this truck was supposed to be full, right? It wasn't. So you already starting me off slow. Then this company doesn't have GPS, but they give you maps, and everybody that's telling me that you're supposed to just figure it out on the maps, because if you put the address in the GPS, you're going to end up at a low clearance. I'm still going to use GPS, but now I have to figure out how to get from point A to point B, but forget that. Anyways, so because I got here so early, they gave me an earlier load, because I have to go get a load before I go anywhere else, but you're supposed to be there on time. And she's like, I have confidence that you'll make it there early, so I'm going to give you an early load. So that's supposed to be at 8 o'clock, right? Like I said, it's 7:45. Because of all this finagling, I realized on Google that it's saying that it's going to take me 30 minutes to get there, which now I'm not even understanding why she gave me such an early time frame if she knew I was going to have to punch it to get there. So now I get over here to this gas place, and I'm prepared to pump my gas. When I swipe my EFS card, and mind you, there's another person there with me, and so he's trying to sort of walk me through it. But when I swipe it, it says invalid numbers and all this stuff. And so I swipe it multiple times, and he's like, normally when that happens, you have to go back to the building. So now I had to park all the way back over here. Mind you, I'm calling the front desk like, hey, you guys gave me a card that isn't working. And they're like, well, you might not be in the system. Isn't that the whole point of assigning me a card, is by putting me in the system so that I can have a card? So now I'm waiting, because according to him, he has to figure something out, and then he'll give me a call. So he took my number down, and I'm supposed to be waiting. But the issue is, everybody tells me that you need to try to get an early start, because the earlier you start, the earlier you'll get back, pretty much. And I'm on this 14-hour clock, and I promise you, if I end up without hours to get back, I'm going to be so freaking livid. This is my first day, and they are starting me off like on some BS. I'm so pissed. But you know what? I'm trying to have patience. I shouldn't have came up on here angry. I'm just like, frustrated. Y'all, I already knew that today was gonna try my patience because it's a new day. It's my first day at this company, and I already saw that they were definitely not up to date with everything. But now they got it where I'm running through this doggone place and nothing's getting done. Why did I stand up there for 30 minutes at this front desk for me to not be in the system? And I shouldn't even have to get gas right now in the first place because according to your rules, everybody's supposed to fuel before they park. So who the heck didn't fuel? And then y'all didn't even figure it out. And so now I'm out here having to get gas. But wait, now my gas card isn't working. Y'all got me waiting, man. And now I'm late for the load. Y'all just pissing me off. Y'all pissing me off. So even once I get this stuff situated, I got a late day now. Simple. My day's late.
Hey y'all. So it is about, I think it's like 12:03, 12:05. Anyways, it's late. It's like literally morning. I got back at around 11:30 and I just took a shower. So right now I'm just doing my night routine. I already brushed my teeth, flossed and all that, but yeah, sorry I didn't vlog much today, but it was pretty hectic, and honestly, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to vlog for the rest of this week. I did not expect to be coming home so late, especially since I woke up so early. I woke up at like 4:45 this morning, and from there I got to work at like 6:30, and literally since then everything that I was doing just wasn't working, and it was like I was literally running around in circles and wasting time. So I was frustrated today, but I figured I would show you guys the ins and outs, just to be real, to be truthful out here, because I'm not always just, you know, calm and collected. I get bad, you know, attitudes sometimes, and I'm learning how to react in a different way, in a more patient manner. So, but in the meantime, I figured I would show you guys so that you could see my progress too, but also just to, you know, for those people who feel like, you know, literally I just ran out of storage. Look y'all, I don't have time for all of this unnecessary mishaps that's been going on. I'm tired. I don't even feel up for trying to figure out how to get my storage to work. So if it shuts off again, it just shuts off. But anyways, so yeah, I just made it home, and literally the rest of the day after I recorded, pretty much what happened was I drove to Chicago, dropped off my load. There was still some issues that occurred, like for instance, when I got to the actual gas pump, it wasn't even working, so I had to have somebody come down and help me, you know, and so that took long. And then when I got to the place where they filled up my truck, my load, it took longer than expected there. And so, you know, things like that happen though. And I literally knew that because it was my first day and I wasn't familiar with this company, that, you know, it wouldn't be exactly how, you know, a regular day would be. It would be a little bit prolonged. So I knew better, but I did let some of it get the best of me, more so because I was like, okay, this is a little too much. This is unnecessary to the max. But that being said, after I got to Chicago, I pretty much figured it out. Luckily I have this trainer, the lady who trained me the only day that they gave me training. She trained me, but she gave me her phone number, so I was able to call her. And so everything that I really needed help with, she like answered the phone, and she was so sweet and was able to tell me everything that I needed to know. Ew, I don't like that. And so yeah, that being said, y'all, now what I'm gonna have to do before I go to bed is I have to go downstairs and tackle the kitchen, because if you guys don't know, I live with my father and his wife, and so for the time being, I don't know
how everybody's household works, but if I'm gonna be here, I gotta contribute. And so normally the kitchen is my job, but I also do pay a little rent here and there. Not here and there, pretty much every month, but so yeah. So I don't look down on anybody who lives with their parents as long as they're handling their business. And I have goals, so I know why I'm staying here. But honestly, that was needless to say. I'm honestly sleepy, guys, so child, I should spray my hair, but I think I'm gonna wait till the morning and just put this on, because I gotta still go downstairs and do the kitchen. But I really believe, look at my head, I really believe that tomorrow is gonna be much better. I'm really gonna speak that into existence, that tomorrow is going to be more productive. I'm gonna get more done in less time, and I'm gonna be home by 9 p.m. I'm really hoping that I'm home by 9 p.m. Not I get off work at 9 p.m. because I still have an hour drive from my job to my house. So fingers crossed. I wish that you guys could pray for me, but this vlog won't come up until after everything is done. So, but I love y'all, and I will see you guys in the next recording tomorrow, I guess. Good night.
Hey y'all. So today is the next day. Good morning, by the way. So let's just get straight into it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was about to quit today, but I have since then calmed down. I can't lie, it is partially because I'm hormonal right now, but y'all, literally every single day, and it's only been 2 days, but every single day it has been irrationally, well, let me explain what happened today. So this morning, let me just show you guys what I'm doing right now. So this is what it looks like inside this truck. That's my phone cord. I have to get it up, but this is what it looks like. And then this is my cooler, except right now I have it on the warmer. Oh, you can't see that. This is my cooler, except right now I have it on warmer so that it can warm up my food, because inside of here I have some leftovers from yesterday. And so since I don't have a microwave, I figured if I could just set my food in there, then maybe it'll eventually warm the food up. So it feels pretty toasty in there, so hopefully the food is warmed up. But so today has been pretty eventful, to say the least. Started off with me getting to work early, like yesterday, but not as early because my 10-hour clock was a little disturbed since I got home so late yesterday. But so this morning I got to work at about 8, and from there, literally, I don't know what it is about getting gas, but because I wasn't able to get gas last night, because according to the gas whatever, you can't get gas twice in a day. So I wasn't able to get gas last night, which meant that I would have had to go through getting gas in the morning again, which you don't really want to do that. So that was sort of a bummer. But anyway, so I went to go get gas today, and tell me why the gas pump wasn't working. So I call and they're like, people got gas before you. I'm like, was the screen off like this? Because literally the screen is black. Like, I'm not even able to turn it on. And they're like, the screen is black? We're going to get somebody down there to look at it. I waited 10 minutes. They're like, okay, so we're going to have you go to a different pump. It's not in our vicinity. It's a different gas station altogether. So I had to go to another gas station. I'm telling you, I was supposed to be, because right now I'm at this, I guess you would consider it a shipper. I'm at the shipper now. I was supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. I'm here at 10. So if you could understand how, again, my morning was prolonged. But anyways, so now I'm here and I'm waiting for them to finish loading the truck. And it's also pretty cold outside. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. it's pretty cold. It's feeling like it's not even 55 degrees outside, so I did bring out my handy dandy coat. And yeah, y'all, I've been trying to keep the peace because I ended up going to that gas. It seems like everything has just been wasting time. And since I got home yesterday so late, I only had like 5 hours of sleep. So I woke up cranky. Then I finally got here and I had to go to another gas station. Then I go into the gas station and tell me why. I go in there and they're like, okay, so what's your, it was like, what's your code? It's a code that they were asking for. And I'm like, what code? And they're like, oh, we don't know. I'm like, how many digits is it? They're like, oh, they won't tell you. I'm like, okay. So I call my company and I'm like, they're asking me for a code. He's like, oh, they're asking you for your last 4 of your social. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that? Because I left my phone in a truck. So after I stood in line and waited to get gas just for them to tell me that I couldn't complete the transaction, I had to go back to my truck just for them to tell me, oh yeah, your code, you're supposed to put a code in so you could get gas. Why you ain't tell me that? You know, so like every single thing has been like irking my nerves, and I've just been trying to have patience. I feel like it's just one of them moments where it's like you're being tried. So I'm just trying to have patience, man. So I'm about to eat a little bit while they're loading up my truck. And then we're gonna go. I just feel like the way that I'm feeling right now is I'm in the middle of wanting to look for a different job. And this is just me being honest with y'all. I'm feeling like this job has just nothing that my last job had. And I didn't look at my last job as being this luxurious job. It was my first job, you know, so I'm thinking that it's like basic. But then I come to this job with experience, and I mean, everything's out of whack. They don't have GPS. Like, their GPS system is down. Okay, fine. But they literally printing off the Google Maps directions and handing it to me. That stuff don't make sense. And then it's Google Maps, so it's not showing me the truck route. Then from there, I mean, what else? They don't even, let me not complain. I'm really not trying to complain. I'm just trying to state the facts for you guys, because if I end up leaving, I'm out this company. Well, I ain't gonna say. Okay, y'all, I just stopped at a rest area because I am hungry. I was trying to wait until I got a little bit further, but I can't wait. My stomach growling and stuff. So, child, I gotta eat now. So hopefully my food is warm. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna try to show y'all. I didn't bring my little tripod with me, so a lot of the stuff that I would show you guys, I can't really show you. Got some napkins here. Ooh, it's actually hot in here. Ow. So I just put my food in this Tupperware, and it's leftovers because my family, we actually barbecued the other day. So I could feel that it's a tad bit lukewarm here, but like on the outer skirts, it's pretty warm. And I guess I'm going to use the top of my cooler as a table. So let me show y'all. So see. And then I got y'all on top of the what's it called, the parking brake and the trailer supply air brake. So I got some apple juice. It's really my father's apple juice, but he let me have one. And then I got this water. Man, yesterday I just brought this water because I was in a rush, and literally that's been the past 3 days. I've just been in a rush. Well, 2 days. But I brought this water thinking that I was going to be able to sort of purge. Child, I was thirsty in the next 3 hours. I was so thirsty. I had to stop and get me something to drink. But I'm going to give myself 5 minutes because I don't want to be here too long, because this isn't my 30-minute rest break. So I'm wasting time. So I'm going to try to eat real fast. Let me show y'all what I got. It don't look as cute because it's leftovers, and on top of that, it's not really warmed the right way. But it is macaroni and cheese. That was chicken that was on the grill. And then we got baked beans. And all this juice that you see is because underneath this chicken is green beans. I don't know why I did that, but I'm running off 4 or 5 hours of sleep. So, child, I'm about to eat. I'm so hungry. So, I'm about to tear this food up. This is all that I brought, but I was chomping on this all day yesterday, so I feel like this is gonna be able to hold me off today too. Especially because it's this big old piece of chicken. But yeah, y'all. I want to show y'all something. I got food all up in my teeth. But, alright. If y'all remember, behind my chairs in my last trucking company, I used to have a bunk. But clearly, since I'm only doing local, I'm not going to be sleeping in this truck. Also, one other thing that's different is on my last truck, I had a switch over here somewhere that would allow me to unhook my the pin on the fifth wheel, but this truck doesn't have that, so I have to actually use that thing right there, this pin hook thing, which I had never used before, so I've been struggling. But I think yesterday I got a hold of it. On a side note, they have these tablets that everyone uses, and they're interchangeable, so everybody gets one every day, but you have to turn them in at the end of the night. And I think that's a little unsanitary, so I have to use like Clorox wipes and things like that. But another thing is, the first day they gave it to me, and then halfway through my trip, I realized I didn't even have a charger. They didn't even give me a charger. So once I got to Chicago, it went dead, and then I messed up my logs. So today I asked for a charger, and she gave me this charger. And tell me why this is not the right charger. So my tablet is about to go dead again. What is that about? Why did y'all give me this charger? Whose charger is this? Whose charger is this? Seriously though, that don't make sense to me. But all right, because I'm wasting time. I need to go ahead and go. Also, just for you guys, information, I do have the KN95 I think people just call it N95. But so I'm really trying to be safe out here. But bye, y'all. We can conquer the world and love you and I, you and I, you and I. Okay, we made it to Chicago, Illinois, which I have to pee super bad, but I was trying to punch it and get here because I'm so wanting to get back home relatively early, as opposed to getting home at like what time did I get home? Like 11. I don't even remember. See, my brain is all messed up. But I wanted to show you guys something before I start eating, because I'm on my 30-minute break now. Hold on. Where did I put it? Oh. Okay, so I had one training day, right? And in that training day, I had this trainer who drove me here and then back to Michigan. And as soon as I got in her truck, I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't say it out loud, but in my mind, I was thinking like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. And so I instantly started looking around for like, you know, some type of air freshener so I could make a mental note like, okay, sis, buy that when you get a chance to. So halfway into the ride, I hadn't noticed any type of like air fresheners, but I continuously smelled the fragrance. So I'm like, you know what, just ask her. So I'm like, what is that smell that I'm smelling? It smells so good. And she's like, oh, you know what, I knew this one person, and she was telling me this story about how this person ended up selling these spray bottles, and she was pretty much talking about this here, which is called Blunt Life. I don't know if it's, can you see that? It's called Blunt Life, and it's for people who actually smoke weed. Clearly I don't smoke weed, and she doesn't either, but she purchased this from a friend of hers, and it smells so good, and it was so strong and long lasting that it was in her truck the entire day. And she hadn't sprayed it when we got in. It was in there from the day before. So if you could understand, and then she said she only sprayed it like twice. So, you know, it was a very strong but not overpowering smell. It just smelled very good, and it was continuous. It didn't fade over time or anything. So I went searching on Google because I didn't know this person she was talking about, and I told her to let me know about this person, but I wasn't even willing to wait that long to see what she was gonna say with this person or figure out. So I went on Google and I started searching the brand name, and I came across it, and I think it was on an Etsy website. And so I don't know if it's her friend that's selling it or if it's actually just, you know, something that everybody's selling, but it's called Blunt Life. I'm not familiar with any other brands but this one, and it is considered an extra strong air freshener, and it's supposed to block out the smell of weed, but it smells so good. I don't feel like it would be purposeful only for that. I think it's purposeful for air fresheners altogether. So I sprayed it 2 times this morning, and when I tell you, when I first sprayed it, I could tell that I sprayed it, but it wasn't like an immediate thing. It's like the fragrance blossomed over a period of time, where it went from being this fragrance that I smelled, you know, in the area that I sprayed it, it blossomed into the full truck. So do not spray it more than 1 or 2 times. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how overpowering it can be, but I already knew to spray it just a little bit. And oh my goodness, it smells so good. Now, I would prefer a different fragrance. Even though this smells good, I don't necessarily care for fruity flavors, and this is called Fruit Punch. I was so intrigued with this spray that when I went on the website to purchase it, they only gave out random bottles, so I couldn't choose an actual fragrance, and I still bought it. It was $5, so check it out. I'm going to probably leave the link down in the description box. Check it out for real. For all my truck drivers, people who have cars, people who just want a nice fragrance in a room where you don't have to plug anything in, or you don't have to continuously, you know, either spray or replenish things. This lasts forever, and you only need a little bit, and it's so fragrant. It's bomb. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, and I'm gonna finish eating my food. But I just wanted to tell y'all, you guys that and after my 30 minutes, I'm gonna head over to get my load, which I guess I'm gonna show you guys. I guess I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at. So this is what it's looking like. I'm literally at this Ford facility, and I don't know why every time I come on this camera my lips be ashy, but I need to buy some more lip gloss, so that will be my next purchase. But after I finish eating and after my 30 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and go and grab my next load, which is down the street, and then I'm gonna go head back to Michigan. So okay, I gotta pee so bad, and I normally wouldn't stop when it gets this dark, but child, here we are. I gotta go. I gotta pee so bad.
It's true.
All right, hey y'all, good morning. It is Wednesday. What day is it? Do I remember the day? I think it's the 30th actually. And sorry, this is like a late update, and I haven't seen you guys since yesterday, I think, when I went to the rest area. Oops, let me scoot back. But right now I'm getting unloaded, and child, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this is a very, very challenging position that I'm in right now. I just feel like the difficulties that I'm running into is not supposed to be the difficulties I should be running into. And how do I put this? I feel like it has a lot to do with the inconsistency and overall structure of this company that I'm at currently. So if you see, by the way, like I said, I'm being unloaded, so if you see a bunch of movement, then that's why. I thought somebody was waving at me. But it's just so I could tell you how this morning started. Today I got to my job. I started just like I always start. I'm supposed to get here where I'm getting unloaded at 9 o'clock every day. So I get to the building that I'm supposed to be at like 7:50, so that I could get all my paperwork and everything and come back here. Also, like I told you guys a bunch of times, I'm supposed to get gas at the end of the day. My company only allows us to get gas at the pumps inside of our, truck, I guess, terminal, if you want to call it that. But their pumps were down. So difficult to explain, because that's literally how my whole week has been going. Long story short, they allowed me to get gas at a different place yesterday morning because their pumps were not working. And so I was expecting for their pumps to be working by the end of the day. And so I planned on refilling that night, and that way it would get my schedule back on track with their pump, because you can only pump once a day, and if I pump in the mornings, that means I have to continuously pump in the morning. So I was trying to pump at night at their pump, but their pump was still out. So this morning I went to my job and their pump was still out. So I call my company, you know, because they're dispatch, and so otherwise I have to walk upstairs and do all this stuff, and I'm already near my truck. So I'm calling them like, hey, I know your pumps are out, where would I get gas? And they're like, it looks like we actually have an on-site pump that we just brought. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So first of all, before I could even get to that pump, I recognized my truck wouldn't start. So that was a whole nother issue. It took like 15 minutes. You already know I got here late, right? Because that's just been the events of this whole week. So I got here late because, number one, my truck didn't start. I had to call the shop, which the shop ended up coming over, and by that time, miraculously, you know how every time you actually get somebody to come and help the situation out, the situation fixes itself. So by the time he get there, I actually got the truck to start. It just randomly just started. So I'm like, all right. You know, but that wasted time. So then I finally get to the pump that they told me that I could pump at. Why did like 3 guard dogs come over and honk their horns like super loud? And I'm like, what? Because, you know, I'm about to pump my gas, and they're like, this is only for the guard dogs, this has dye in it, and so you'll get fined because it's for off-road driving purposes only. I'm like, that's not what dispatch said. So you can understand the inconsistencies that I'm referring to, the miscommunication, the overall structure is off. So I had to call dispatch. Mind you, it's like 9:40 at this point. I mean 8:40 at this point. So, and it takes me like 25 minutes or 20 minutes to get to this place. So I'm already gonna be late. So I'm calling them, and they're like, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, it's not for you. You're not able to pump there. Okay, give me a minute. 5 minutes later. So yeah, you're right. It doesn't work for you. So do you have enough gas to make it to your appointment? I'm like, I'm not going to get there early, but I'm not going to get there on time, but I can make it there. They're like, okay, cool. You get gas. You'll be able to get gas after you make your appointment. And so that's where we're at now. This has gone on every single day of this week. First of all, I've only been able to pump gas once, and that was with my trainer last week. Every day of this week, and it's only been 3 days, but every day of this week that I've been working here, the pumps have not been working. So, well, no, I take that back. One time it did work. I just didn't know how to work it because it was different from like Pilot and all that other stuff. And I thought I did, but I didn't. But it, you know, it took a little time to figure it out. But literally every time after that, and then it's only one pump at a time because one of the pumps are broken down. You know, and then I get there and now both pumps are broken down. So it's like, goodness gracious. It's like everything is working against me getting here on time, and I don't like to be late for anything. People start getting a little attitude. So I was just talking to the guy in there like, hey, I apologize because that's not me. I'm naturally pretty punctual. I don't like being late and things like that, but you know, I'm new and things just keep happening. But the issue is I've been wanting to get here earlier, but when I get home at like 11 o'clock, and by the time I get home, I only have 1 hour to do everything. And you guys don't know my night routine, but I work out, I take a shower, I don't even eat because I've eaten in this truck. But I have to clean the kitchen and get my stuff situated for the morning. So my whole hour is smashed. Like, I don't even have, honestly, I don't have any time to do anything else. I barely can get gas in my car, and I don't like to get gas at night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to complain. I'm really just trying to give you guys an open eye to what's going on. For the most part, I'm barely getting more than 5 hours of sleep per night. So I'm running off 5 hours of sleep right now, which I have been for the last 2 days. And it's honestly, I feel like my body is okay. Like, I'm not out here tired for real, but I can feel it like towards the end of the day. But so I'm not really angry with that. But my initial reason for coming home and doing local was so that I could
so that I could be able to do stuff at home. But if I can barely get home and get enough sleep, I can't handle the stuff that I was trying to handle, you know? So, not trying to, you know, continuously give you guys problems and here and that. I want to be able to express what I do like about the company, but I have yet to start that list. I still feel very blessed to be able to, wow, that looks bad. That looks bad that I'm blessed overall because I'm not, you know, out of money. I still have money because I saved all throughout that year. There's no real dire need for me to stay here if I don't need to. You know, I've been trying to stick it out. I've been praying. I've been trying to make plans. I've been trying to orchestrate things better. And it's only the third day. But today I was pretty fed up. And so I did call the company and I asked them if I could find a part-time position. They didn't have one available, but they did have one that paid less than this position, but it would be 8 hours, 8 hours a day. And it might be a little bit more than that, but it's really just an 8-hour hourly pay position. So we'll see how that works. I don't know for sure if I'll be doing that or not, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it's not looking too good. Still fingers crossed, and I have faith in God. I have faith that everything's gonna work out exactly the way it needs to. And for now, I feel like I'm really just being tested with my patience, especially since I'm super hormonal this week. I've been super cranky. I haven't been getting enough sleep, and I'm tired of eating the same thing every day. See, when I was on the truck, when I was driving over the road, I was cooking, so I could eat different varieties, but I have to pack lunch. And again, it's not a big deal. Like, who cares? I could just bring different things. I just haven't been able to go to the grocery store yet. I should have prepared prior to, but next week I definitely will. But yeah, guys, definitely pray for me. Again, I don't think that local itself is strategically difficult, you know. I think it's really just, it depends on the company that you start with. And so with this company, I'm really just feeling like if things work out, they work out, but if things don't, I might end up having to move on, you know. So, but I won't talk you guys' ear off. I probably have already. But for lunch, I've already packed. You know, I already have the same food that I had yesterday because it's leftovers and I haven't had time to cook or make anything else. So I'm eating the same food. It's in my warmer. So let me show you. It's in my warmer here. See? And then as a snack, I have these rice cakes. I purchased these way before this point, but I grabbed them off the counter because like a last minute grab. So I got the whole pack here. And it was because, you know, sometimes when you're over the road, you want a snack, but I don't want to eat just anything. I'm still trying to build a 6-pack. So believe it or not, I'm still working out. I'm still trying to get this protein in. I'm not getting as much protein as I need to. See, I'm over here. I will continuously ramble with you guys, but oh, one side note though, I will tell you guys, see, I ain't trying to complain, but I ain't about to sit up here and not say this because this threw me for a loop. So y'all know how yesterday they gave me a tablet and they didn't even give me the right cord. So why today I go in and I didn't have this on, right? So I go in like this, right? And when I went into the dispatch room, which is pretty much just this big desk, and we stand behind it, and we stand in front of it, and the people that work in dispatch stand behind it, and it's this glass and all that stuff. So I stand over there because I'm waiting for them to give me the keys to my truck, the tablet, and all of this stuff, right? Paperwork and everything. And as I come over to them, they're like, "Where's your vest?" Da da da. Now, mind you, yesterday they gave me a vest, right? It was extra large. I am 5'1", 125 pounds. Extra large swallowed me up. But
I wasn't really complaining. It's just a safety vest, so I wasn't tripping. But I did forget it when I was on my way back to work. So I didn't have it with me. And I honestly, it was out of my mind. So that was my fault. So, but when I told them that I left it, there was this one other lady that came over. And it was like out of nowhere, because the conversation that me and this one lady had about the vest, it had ended like 5 minutes ago. This one lady came over and she's like, "This is your final warning. If you don't," I'm like, now she wasn't saying it disrespectfully. She was saying it sternly. But to me, off rip, she was expressing how important it was that we wear a safety vest. And I'm all for it. I'm not against important rules, regulations, structure. But y'all can't even give me a doggone charger to the right. Y'all can't even give me the right charger to the right tablet. Y'all can't even get y'all pumps to work. Y'all can't even get me to my destination on time because y'all got these base model trucks that don't even want to start, only got 16,000 miles on it, and it can't even start. Y'all got all these problems and miscommunication and stuff, but you mad about this vest, and next time I don't wear a vest, I'm gonna have a write-up? What type of structure is that? See, so that's what I'm talking about. That just bothered me. Well, I ain't gonna say it bothered me, but it threw me for a loop, because it's like, have that same energy with everything, sis. And it ain't really her, it's just the company. But it's like, y'all so upset or gung-ho about a vest. I think you guys should have the same energy with everything. Make sure y'all gung-ho about us being able to get gas in the morning or at night or whatever time y'all want us to, because y'all rules are just everywhere. But I'm done because it's 15 minutes on this already, and I've been talking forever. So see you guys. I don't even know, honestly. I hope this video is okay, because I don't even, all y'all have seen me do is talk at this point. But see y'all in a minute.
Alright, so I finished my night routine, which you guys saw a bit of it, but after I Lord Jesus, after I worked out and cleaned the kitchen, I don't think you guys saw that, and took a shower and everything. It's like, what, 12:05 or something, and I just transferred all of my files, my videos that I recorded for today, and I transferred them onto my laptop. So I'm not editing until the end of the week because I don't have enough time, and I still want to get I'm gonna try to get 6 hours of sleep tonight. So but yeah, I just wanted to end this day off like this because I haven't been ending my days off, and I'm also talking a little low because I don't know if anybody can hear me in my family's house, so I don't want to be that awkward person who's talking to themselves. But yeah, about to go to bed. I'm super tired. I feel like it was something that I had to say, but honestly, if it was important, I would have remembered, so it can wait till tomorrow. Good night, y'all.
Good morning, everyone, and also happy October 1st. It's more than likely not gonna be October 1st by the time I drop this video, but whatever. It is October 1st, and I am at the place that I always stop at and tell you guys where I'm at, where they're unloading my truck and then putting their load in it. So there was a whole bunch of stuff I was supposed to tell you, and I just can't remember. That's why I need to start writing stuff down. But anyways, today has been a pretty good day, I will admit. I did wake up 30 minutes earlier than I traditionally wake up. I wake up normally around I want to say 6:30, and then I'm out the door by 7 because I do all my washings and things like that the night before, so I don't have that much time that I need to spend in the morning. But anyways, so today I woke up at 6 and got ready by 6:30, and so I was out the door by 6:30. My brain is everywhere. And that was more so because I got home a little bit earlier last night. Generally, I'll get home at 11:30 to almost 12. Last night, I got home at 10:30 something, almost 11. So things have been working out a little bit more than the earlier days. And so that being said, I made it to this appointment on time. So I'm super excited about that because y'all already know I was sort of upset about that the other days because I don't like being late. They weren't pressing me on it, but it's just the knowledge that I'm holding people up. Things were supposed to be scheduled, and I'm new here, so they're looking at this new driver you late, you late to every appointment you've been at, and it just wasn't making me feel good. So I'm just happy to be here on time. Actually, I got here 30 minutes early, which is so ironic. The day I wake up 30 minutes early, I get here 30 minutes early. But the days I wake up expecting to get here on time, I get here 30 minutes late, So that being said, I'd already called them, my dispatch, and I was telling them, I already know your pumps broke down, so I'm going to get gas at the place I got gas at yesterday, which was the Pilot, near my entrance on the freeway. So I completely alleviated that issue of going to a pump and then it not working or whatever the case may be. I just said forget that. So things have been going pretty good. Only thing I didn't do is I did not pack me a lunch last night. I normally would, but y'all, I ain't cooked nothing new. There's still leftovers from, what was it, Sunday, Saturday, whichever day. It's like Thursday. I'm not eating that again. I'm tired of eating leftovers. And so I am going to eat out today. If I had the time to cook, I would have definitely cooked last night so that I could prepare a meal for today. But I don't have that time. And so I know now that I'll have to prepare in the weekend for the whole week. So that being said, I will be getting food at the Pilot that I went to get gas at yesterday, and I will be getting gas today there. So stay tuned for that, because I'm still trying to minimize like fried foods that I'm eating. Like, I'll still eat just a little bit of fries here and there, but for the most part, I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to cut back on carbs. And so let's see what I order. I think they have an Arby's there. I'm not an Arby's fan like at all, but there's always something on the menu for somebody. I don't eat Jesus Christ. I mean, oh Lord, I'm mad I just saw that. This guy on this high-low. I don't want to explain it. Jesus, why did I have to see that? I'm just getting, y'all know that feeling where you see something super disgusting and you get that lump in your throat and your skin start being prickly and stuff? And I'm over here, I'm feeling like I'm about to start sweating. That was gross. This guy on this high-low was driving, and he stopped abruptly, so I like focused on him. I wasn't even trying to, I just happened to look over. He pulled his mask down, leaned outside of the high-low onto the pavement, and legit a string of snot like this long came out of his nose. It was white and string about this long, came out and spilled onto the pavement, and then he just put the mask back on and continued driving. I didn't want to see that this morning. I'm talking about food. I'm over here thinking about what I'm about to eat for lunch. You know, that was so gross. Like, I would have rather you hawked up a loogie. I mean, honestly, no, I wouldn't have. But, you know, if I had to choose, no, honestly, I probably would have just preferred not to see anything. You could have, no, I ain't gonna say what you could have did. You ain't had no tissue, I guess that's fine. No, it's not fine, because you still got residue on your nose, and now that's on your mask. It's not hygienic. Whatever, I'm gonna just stop thinking about it. But anyway, so we're gonna end up at Arby's. I'm glad I didn't have that recording, because y'all would have been grossed out to have that played in your face. But yeah, so I still got these rice cakes. I might eat one. I really don't want one though. I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason why they've been sitting on the counter so long. I like them, but you gotta have a taste for them. This is like one of them healthy snacks that, like, once you take a bite, you'll be like, okay, I could finish this. But generally, you wouldn't have a taste for it. You wouldn't really think about it. Unless I had like some almond butter. I don't like peanut butter, but I do like almond butter. That's so weird. If I had all the time in the world, I would explain to you why I don't prefer peanut butter, but I don't feel like it. So it's like, you don't crave nothing like this, or at least I do. I don't crave a rice cake, but once I take a bite, so let me see. My bracelets are getting in the way. It's like, okay, I could finish this. It's not that bad. But it tastes much better when it has almond butter on it. It's like wafery. Did I say this was apple cinnamon? This is apple cinnamon flavor. Y'all do not want to watch me eat this. I've been trying to get more footage for you guys, but I just be in a rush. Like right now, although I got here early, they didn't end up starting to unload my truck until like 9:25. So it's probably like 9:40 now, but that means that once I get done unloading, I'm gonna try to hurry up. I hope they get done by like 10. Because if they get done by 10, that means I'll get to the pilot at like 11. Get me something to eat. And then I'll probably be at that place I need to be at by like, I've been getting there at 4:10. This is in Chicago, by the way. But if I get there at like 3, that means I could potentially get back in Michigan by like 9. No. Like 8:30, 9. I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed for earlier than normal. You know, because every time I get back, it's like 30, maybe 20, 30 minutes earlier than the last time. And it's been cool. Yesterday, I ran into traffic. But now, I'm trying to see. I might end up getting back at around 8 something. If I get back by like 8 something, yes, Lord. I think I'll be home by like almost 10. Yeah, and then that'll give me more time. I'm over here talking to y'all. Bye, y'all. I will see you guys in the next clip. I don't even know what I'll be recording, but bye. No, I'm fine.
What was that?
I'm fine.
All right,
Thank
have a
you.
great day.
Do y'all want to know what my guilty pleasure is? My guilty pleasure is waffle fries, but not even regular waffle fries. It has to be like sweet potato waffle fries. Those are so good, trust me. I'm waiting on my truck to finish fueling, but in the meantime, I'm about to try one of these waffle fries because I normally order them. I don't say order them. I normally buy them from the grocery store. They're my guilty pleasure, okay? I know they probably aren't the healthiest, but they're not like really greasy like normal fries. They're oftentimes crispy and they got that sweet little twang to them, but they still be having salt on them and things like that. Like, they just be super good. So, and I smell my food before I eat it often. Do people do that? And it smells like I'm literally about to eat on a sweet baked potato. Like, that's what this looks like. Can you see? Can you see that? The crispiness of it. This ain't no ASMR, but I'm about to tear these fries up. Let me try it. This is so because I'm hormonal right now. I know better than this. I know better than to indulge in a large cup of sweet potato fries. No, I don't.
These are probably the only fries I will eat a lot of. I'm lying on that too. I eat a lot of fries generally, but I try not to order them. So I end up buying them from the grocery store and then baking them. It's so sad. Okay. My fuel is done. I hope the camera isn't moving too much, but before I officially left, I wanted to show you guys my wrap that I got. So I don't generally like Arby's, just being honest, but they have this market menu where you can get like fresh wraps and stuff like that. So I ordered the creamy Mediterranean wrap, which is just like grilled chicken with like this, it's sort of like a off-brand shawarma. That's how I'm gonna put it, because it has like banana peppers on it, and I've had it before. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna show you guys. They didn't wrap it too well, so this is, you know, bad presentation, but can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see that? Now if I drop my wrap, I'm gonna be mad. You see? So I got 2 of them. I don't eat that much, but I'm trying to eat more because I'm trying to gain muscle. So I did buy 2, and then I got the waffle fries. That would normally hold me over, but I also just don't want to eat too much fast food. So I'm probably just gonna eat that and be done for the day. But one of these will fill me up for a couple hours. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Probably can't see the chicken right now, but that's the banana peppers, tomatoes, onions, spinach. I don't see the chicken on this side though, but I'm gonna eat it. Let me show you. Lie, it's really good, but they skimped out on the chicken this time, and that was the main purpose of the whole wrap, because I'm trying to get protein. If I wanted a veggie wrap, I would have ordered a veggie wrap, you know what I'm saying? But this will do. I don't even know where the chicken is it on the other side? But that's fine. I gotta go, so I'm about to pull off. Go right now, shouldn't I? Yep, I could. I be blocking cars sometimes because these cars be acting like they don't want to let you out. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. No, it's not. I'm not wrong. Okay, so we have made it to Chicago. We are here now. And surprisingly, it's super hot. Like, I got 2 jackets on, a t-shirt, this vest. Child, I don't know what I was thinking. It's like 65 degrees. But, I was thinking, why am I holding y'all so far down? I was thinking I should show people how to pull the lever for the 5th wheel, because I struggled with this for a few days. My trainer showed me the first day, but I didn't understand the concept. I felt like you could just pull it straight out. So whenever it would catch and I wasn't able to pull it out, I got frustrated. I'm not no baby. I ain't about to be sitting up here crying, but I was, sweating trying to get it out, and it was taking a while. And then one day it would at one point it would miraculously come out, and I'd be like, all right, cool, but that took like 20 minutes, So I ended up really, like, one day when I was by myself, I ended up really looking and trying to see, like, the mechanism. And surprisingly, nobody has a video out really explaining how to pull your fifth wheel pin or whatever that's called. And so I'm like, well, why don't I actually make a video about that? So I'm probably not going to put it in this video, just because most people are not going to click on this video since it's going to be so long, just to see how to pull the fifth wheel apart. But I'll probably make a separate informative video on that. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to go record that, and then we about to be on our way back to Michigan after my 30-minute break, because that's what I'm on right now. I'm still not hungry. I told y'all that I don't get hungry that fast, especially when I'm driving a truck, because I'm not moving. That's the only con about driving a truck. Your metabolism slows. So so I ate that one wrap at like 11, almost, not even 12 o'clock. It's like 3 o'clock now, and I'm still not hungry. But I have been drinking a lot of fluids, so that's probably why too. But yeah, that's enough. I'll see y'all in a minute. Oh, my truck just shut off. Okay, bye.